just wanted to show how to remove a green screen, or if you wanted to remove the white background, remove any background for your fill picture. So this is the picture that I, let's say, took. Obviously it's from the internet, but in order to edit it, I've placed it in the InDesign file first. And then on my links tab here, which is, if you don't see it, everything is in alphabetical order here. You can open your links tab. You'll see all your photographs linked. And I'm just going to right click, control click, and edit with Adobe Photoshop. And for this instance, let's say the picture I wanted was the ocean behind. I'm just going to actually go and grab a picture of the ocean. When you're looking for pictures, please make sure you use your image search, obviously, but search tools, size, large. This will not be pixelated and blurry and all that jazz. This looks like a great picture. I'm not going to save this one. This is a preview. I go to view image. It opens a large version of the picture. And I'm going to just save this, not copy, save, very key, to my desktop, flat ocean, great. When I have my picture to open in Photoshop, then I'm going to remove the green and insert the background below. There we go. First things first is that this layer is locked, it's not editable. So I'm going to duplicate this layer by selecting it and dragging it to the new layer, and it duplicates it. Then I'm going to place my lovely file that I just got offline called Flat Ocean. Voila. And then this picture is going to be obviously scaled to represent where the person is. So I'm going to think about where her line of horizon is. I don't want to just scale it to the page. That might not make sense to where her horizon is. So I'm going to scale it to where this would kind of appear in the bottom 2/3 of the page. So then I want this picture to go below. Okay? So to remove this green screen, I use the magic wand. The magic wand tool has a tolerance. The tolerance is located here. If you have a flat color with no shadows, you could use a low tolerance. I could technically kind of do that, but there is obviously some shading happening here in the picture. I'm going to increase my tolerance to something like 40, and then it's going to be less selective. Hello, point simple. And delete, and it's going to be able to slowly show my picture below. A good rule of thumb too is if you have these kind of hazy moments, just hide everything so you can just see against the background. See how I have these hazy things? You can simply grab your eraser, get a large circle, and just go over all the haziness. There we go. So if you have moments that do kind of do that, by all means do that. But notice how I can see some green down here. The green shading here. Do grab your magic wand and get finicky with the stuff around the outside. That stuff's really important, and we don't want it in the picture. Below this yellow line too, that's not part of my picture, so I don't want to have that either. Okay, so when I'm done, I show my background. I like to make sure my colors match, so if I find that they don't look like they match, I find my ocean's too flat compared to how bright this person is. So I'm going to adjust the exposure of that picture. Exposure, obviously bright light. Gamma correction is your kind of like shadowing contrast. So if you don't want it to look like it's just washed out, you can add your gamma to it as well. Your goal is to make it look like they were taken in the same place. Oh, hello, slow reaction. And then you can also, for this person, if you want, you can kind of change the lighting overlay. So if you wanted to have the person have a soft light, clearly washed off too much, or a different type of light on the person, here I'm going. You're able to a soft light. You could take this person and have one layer be a soft light and have the other layer be normal. And what that does is it kind of makes the one person have that, see how the lighting changes? So you can preview the different lights. You have two layers, you can kind of really get into how it looks and see if one of them matches your theme better. Obviously that looks crazy. But that will help you see that you could really easily simply boost the person without making a lot of changes. And even with the screen like modes, you can change the tolerance, which is kind of there. But now it looks like they're kind of both the same lightness. So I did two things. On my ocean layer, I adjusted the picture, lots of different options. On my person, I made two copies. One I had of overlay lighting, the other one's just the normal person, and it kind of just boosts that person with allowing me to not change the original in case I decide I want it later. Now the key, when you save this, it wants to save as a Photoshop file now because I have all these layers, but I want it to automatically update in InDesign, so I keep it as a JPEG. Not a copy of a JPEG, just the exact same name. 4.jpg was what I started with. If you're not sure what you started with, it's right here. Save, replace, okay. And then what that will do is in my InDesign file, it's smart, it automatically updates. So that's how you create your green screen editing techniques. If you find, oh, that stuff bothered me, go in and retouch it.